Hello friends and welcome to the channel. I'm Handington and today I am having so much more fun now. I have reviewed a bottle of soap and I reviewed a box of baking soda and I'm just having fun. Especially because of how things didn't turn out very well with the Minecraft recording. I'm just happy to have fun. Look at this. It's an air freshener. I'm reviewing an air freshener right now. This is... wait. Yeah. When I shook it, one flew out. Don't worry. No Orbeez left behind. Didn't think we'd actually get to use this sink. There you go, little one. Let's get a good zoom in there. There you go. So yes, this is an air freshener. This is an off-brand one called SureSense. It's made using little Orbeez that are in here. They are infused with air freshening scent goodness. We've had this for a while. We don't check up on this basement bathroom too often. That's why we have the expired baking soda in the background. But yes, this is not what it would... Normally these are filled up with a lot more water and they're like little marbles. Now they're like super tiny marbles, just clinging to the little bit of life they have left in them. So we have SureSense Cherry Blossom Air Freshener Crystal Beads. I assure you these are not made of crystals. These are like whatever Orbeez are made out of. Magic? We'll go with magic. Orbeez are magical. And if you are wondering what cherry blossoms and air freshener crystal beads is in another language, it's Flores de Crayishier. I'm not sure what language this is. Desodoricent Cristo. I think this might be French. So if you needed this translated in French, there you go. Okay, kind of surprising. Was this made in France? Was this made in France? No, it was made in China. It was made in China. Oh, it's imported by Canada. And in Canada, they also have French stuff. They also can speak French there. Or, well, you can speak French anywhere, but they have a lot of French-speaking people in Canada. So it would make sense that this would also be translated into French. Alright, now it makes sense. But still, it's made in China. So, you know, so many things these days are made in China. That's all the commentary you get. Well, you're not done with me, but that's all the socio-economic commentary you get from me right now. SureSense, the most incredible known brand in the world. Cherry blossoms. Unscrew lid and remove the seal from the lid. There's a seal in here at some point. He must have gotten out. I wish he didn't, because then we could have shown you a little baby seal. How did they squish the seal all the way in here? That's what Orbeez must be made of. They're made out of seals. That's actually really sad. Oh wow! I noticed there's just one Orbeez in here that's a super dark color. You see, even against the light, it's not just the surface here. There's just one super dark Orbeez in the middle here. Whoa! Oh, look at that! Oh, it's a trick of the light. So when you turn this way, this one becomes dark. Oh no, it's just... Oh no, wait, look at that. The super dark one becomes lighter over here. See? Look at that. Oh, it becomes clear. Man, light is amazing. Anyway, back to reviewing stupid things. Peel off the top label from the lid, screw vented lid back on. So, if you didn't know how to open up a lid and then remove a seal, this tells you. I mean, how many people know how to actually remove seals safely? I mean, you think you're just supposed to yank a seal right out of there? No, there's a whole process. There's a whole detailed process when it comes to opening these things up and removing seals. Okay, first off, the air freshener this is seal scented. They say cherry blossom. The seals smell like cherry blossoms. The seal increases its essence into the Orbeez, and they lay the Orbeez. Yeah, they're not made out of seals. They're like fish eggs. The seals lay these, and then the seals are just kind of stuck in there, this is on top. That's why there's air holes so that the seal can breathe. And you have to use this very complicated process. See, you got to take your pinky finger first. My nail is a little bit too long, so you don't want to do that, because or else you might hurt the seal. So you kind of poke the seal until it's awake, and it'll just be like, yes. And then this way you wake up the seal, and then you kind of like push your finger underneath here. You go under it a little bit, and you help loosen the seal, so the water seal around the seal, that the seal ends up like it's a bit ticklish. The seal might giggle, so enjoy the cuteness. And then this way you're able to get the seal primed and ready. Then you want to take a stick of butter. Imagine I am holding a stick of butter. You put a bit of butter around the seal, and then you put your finger in there as well. Make sure to wrap that around, and this way the seal is nice and buttered. And then afterwards, you slowly push your hand in on one side, and then you do it like this, and then you slightly pull the seal up a little bit. The seal will probably go, and then you'll just have to be careful. Don't worry, it's for the seal's own good. You do that on all sides around the seal. You yank the seal up a little bit, so now the seal is just kind of like leaning on the top here. It's like a little nub above the top. Then you carefully use both hands to grab both sides of the seal. Make sure both of your hands are buttered. Then you put your hands in there all the way. I need to remove my eyes for a moment to demonstrate. Then you put your hands in here. You grab the seal. You reach underneath like this with your hands. You go, and then the seal will pop out. It'll be like a tiny little ball. It'll just go bloop. Be careful to make sure it is on a nice warm surface. It may pee when it gets out, so you will need to have a little cloth, because it is scared of the world outside of the air freshener. And then you'll have a tiny little baby seal right here. It's just going to be a little seal lump. And make sure to feed it fish at least 3 times a day while it is growing. 2 times if its seal whiskers are not grown in yet, because that means it is super young. So only 2 times of fish then. Once it becomes black seal whiskers, then you feed it 3 times. And then you make sure to have the seal. You play with it. You get a tiny little pool. That's what the baking soda is for. That is a vase. I am not reviewing that vase. You'll want to wash the seal off first once you take it out of here. This is a very important step. You'll need to use Colgate's soft soap in order to wash it in your sink. Make sure to not flush it, but if the seal does get stuck in the drain, like if it wants to go into the drain, make sure to have the baking soda sweeten the drain, because that will be incredibly important. That is an actual thing the baking soda said if you're watching these out of order. So yes, once you get the seal out, you'll now have your own baby seal, and you can take care of it and love it. It will feel like a ball of dough, and then it will slowly grow over time. It will become a bit less cute, but still adorable, because it grew up with you, and now it respects you as a mother. It does not matter if you're a mother or a father. It views you as your mother, so it will sometimes squeak, "Mama," and then it'll say that to you. So you'll have the little seal, kind of sealing around, moving with its little non-legs, and you'll have a nice little seal with the air freshener. You can also release the seal. That's probably what we did. The seal is somewhere. Who knows where it went? It's living on its own. It has its own apartment, part-time job, most likely. We'll hopefully hear a postcard back, or at least a phone call. Seal, if you are watching this, please respond. Not the actual singer seal, but the animal seal that we have removed from our air freshener. So please make sure to take care of your air freshener seals. That was the very important seal removing instructions on here. Caution, it may irritate eyes. Yes, because you will be so sad your eyes will water when you have to see your seal decide to live on its own in the real world. Otherwise, if you get the seals in your eye, that also could possibly hurt. And also be very careful. Do not mix this with any other chemicals. You don't want to taint the purity of the seal essence which is in here, the seals that smell like cherry blossoms. The realizations of everything that I have just said are slowly coming back to me. Do not get in your eyes, and keep out of reach of children. My gosh, Don't let your children play with baby seals, or air freshener, or baking soda, or even the flippin' soap. It said keep out of reach. Again, if you haven't seen this in order yet, keep out of reach of children. Where is it? Where did it say that? Where did it say that? It said keep out of reach of children. Here we go. Keep out of reach of children. Soap. The baking soda the baking soda is fine. Make sure the kids all touch the baking soda. Actually don't. That's the only thing here that, like, kids would most likely not touch. And that one is okay. Don't touch air fresheners. Don't touch soap. Only touch baby seals. This is what the products have taught us. But only if you're a kid. Only if you're a kid. If you're an adult, you're just fine. I think that's it for our trilogy. I don't think there's anything around here else to... Oh. Should I review this? Should I review a bottle of Airwick? You know what? Why not? Why not? Well, I believe it's that time again. If you like what I do, don't be shy to give a thumbs up. Have a pleasant day, everyone. And this is Handington, signing off. Bye!